evening, friends, to another episode of Wesley's Food Den. Today, I'm going to be making a cheats version of samosa. Now for this, I will be needing 250 grams of lean mince. I am using lamb mince, 1 chopped onion, 2 chopped green chillies, a 1/4 cup of chopped spring onions, 2 chopped garlic, 1/2 cup of coriander, 1 teaspoon of coriander and cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of kashmiri chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon of tumeric, and salt to taste. Now I did mention that this is a cheats version, and for this I will be using tortillas or wraps. Now this is easily available in any supermarket, and for those of us who are not in South Africa or Durban and we cannot get a hold of the samoosa pastry, this is a good alternative. It is a cheats version and just as good as the original. Now to begin, we need to prepare the mince filling, and for this I'm going to add a teaspoon of olive oil, and to this I am going to add in my chopped onions. And I will let these onions sweat out a bit so that there's no moisture left when I do use them to fill the samoosas. So I'll just let this fry for a few minutes. My onions have been frying for about 2 to 3 minutes, and I don't want it to get golden brown, so I am going to go on with the next step. To this I will be adding in my garlic, my green chilies, and spring onions. To this I will be adding in my mince. Now I am using lamb mince, but you could use any mince that you would prefer. I just like lamb mince, so I'm using it. So I'm just going to let this fry for about 2 to 3 minutes. Now my mince has been frying for about 3 minutes, and to this I am going to add my spices. So I'm adding 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, a teaspoon of cumin and coriander, just a level teaspoon, and a level teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder, and also I will be adding in salt to taste, and I will give this a good mix, and I will let this fry for another 5 minutes. And you don't want any moisture to remain or any water to remain, otherwise it would open up your samosas when we try to make them. So you want to fry this up completely, and there should be no water remaining. My mince has been cooking now for about 5 minutes, and it is ready now for the next step. I will be removing this off the cooker and leaving it to cool, because you need your filling to be absolutely cold before you try to fold them into samosas. And to finish off, I will be adding in fresh coriander, and I will be mixing this in, and then I will leave this to cool. So now to fold your samosa, you have to make a triangle, and you need to make it to get as close as possible so the top does not have a gap. So I have made my triangle. So I will open this out and I will rub some flour paste, and that will stick the two edges together. So once that is done, I will fill my samosa with my filling. Now you don't want it to be overfull, otherwise it would burst when you are cooking them or frying them. So I will seal the edge. Now this is where you need to be a bit careful, because you need to press it down as it won't seal on first attempt. So I'm just going to be pressing the edges with our flour paste. And there you have it, a samosa ready for frying. I have completed folding my samosas, and I will be keeping this in the fridge for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I am going to deep fry them. My samosas are now ready for frying, and I will be frying them in deep oil, and my oil is hot, and I will be frying 2 at a time. Now you don't want your oil to be extremely hot, neither do you want it to be cold. You want just a medium temperature, so please be careful with this, and I will be frying them 2 at a time. And you just fry them until they're golden brown on each side. My samosas are now fried, and as you can see, if you seal it correctly, it would not open up whilst frying. This is ready to serve with a dip of your choice. Enjoy.